still pinching myself, to be honest. I still can't believe it's quite happened. But you know, when I was auditioning, I didn't really know. You get limited information when you're auditioning for things. You just get the name of the project, the scenes that you're filming and stuff. But when I found out that I had landed the role, Richard Eyre, who directed it, he rang me on the phone and he said, "Do you know who else is in this film?" And I said, No. And he just went, "Jennifer Saunders, Judi Dench." And literally, as soon as I heard Judi Dench, it was like white noise. It was like this. I could not hear anything, but I went, okay, cool. Thank you very much. Thank you. And I just rang my mum straight away. I was like, "You know who's in this film? Do you know?" So we get to set, and I suppose you're quite nervous to, work with these British icons, legends. But then they're all so down to earth and so lovely and welcoming and really friendly and really grounded human beings. So each of the scenes that we were with, I had a lot of two-handers in the scenes. There was a lot of just me and another person in the scene. And everyone was just so friendly and very ensemble. It very much felt like, because a lot of the actors, a lot of us started in theatre and, in the sort of, working as part of a group in theatre. And so it felt very much like we were all together trying to tell this story. So yeah, it felt very much like a family by the end of it. The first bit was actually just getting to the doctor, getting into the mindset of what a doctor is. And it was a lot of, I'm very fortunate. I have some family friends who are doctors, geriatricians. So talking to them, going into hospital. At the time, we weren't allowed to go into hospitals because it was COVID. It was still COVID time. So we couldn't physically go in. But then there was a lot of information online as well. I used a lot of experience. YouTube has a really incredible, extensive look at sort of people from India trying to be doctors in the UK. There was a lot of information. So that was incredible. I was watching hours and hours and streams of people, the processes of actually how to come over to Britain to be a professional doctor. And then as the process went on a little bit further, we had on the set, we had a doctor who was our consultant who would come in and if we were administering anything, whether that was medicine or injections or anything like that I needed to do. It wasn't massive in the film. The film was more about the relationships and the talking to patients and the listening. And that was something that Dr. Valentine, who I play, that's something that I ended up kind of going, like doing all the research for the doctor bit, and then actually when we got into the scenes and really immersed myself into the scenes, talking to and listening to the stories of the characters, like Judi Dench's character Mary, and that was a massive quality that that doctor has, is empathy, but also understanding and listening, which became one of his qualities, is key qualities, is to be able to listen and to understand where people are coming from and learn. He wants to constantly learn. But we're Punjabi, so we're in the Punjab. Village is near Bunga. My dad's village is near Bunga, Chidera, and Redanda is where my mum's family is from. And yeah, it's such a connection, because my grandma, unfortunately, we lost her earlier this year, at the start of this year, through cancer. And it's interesting to film something. We filmed this film a year and a half ago, to film something and to have that experience, and then to like have an actual lived-in experience of looking after someone and caring for someone, which I'm still trying to figure out, like the emotions and how that feels, and I haven't quite fully appreciated it yet. But what I do appreciate is the doctors and the nurses and the care and looking after someone and treating them, and there's a newfound respect and level of just admiration for those people that do that, because it's a hard job. It's a really tough job, especially in this country. Unfortunately, with the NHS, it's those people are underpaid and undervalued, and they have been for years. But we're starting to see an emergence of people going, enough is enough, and rightly so.